swerve. Keep me a stick of big purse.
I'm in my drop top, losing the streets, I got a real pretty little thing that's waiting for me.
I just wanna be
What's up, y'all? It's your girl Miss Live 3D TV, and I'm back at you with another video. So y'all, we have another part of tonight's conversation. This is Randi. She is talking about she is gonna sue Ace and Kittie, and she said she might put hands on Kittie if she see it, or what she said up in the thing. But y'all tell me what y'all think about all of this going on in the comments. Like, comment, and subscribe. I thank you guys so much for supporting the channel. Peace out.
Because people kept sending it to me. I told her, I responded with saying, like, at first I wasn't going to say nothing. But then, you know, I was tired. I'm tired of people trying to speak on me. I'm tired of people lying on me. I'm tired of people bothering me. Because I literally be over here in my own world, not bothering nobody. Even with the original me leaving TC, I didn't tell y'all. No, thank you. I didn't tell y'all until they started using my pictures and my videos and stuff like that to promo. I never was gonna talk to y'all about that. I didn't know what lies were being told on me over there. I just knew I was being lied on, because that's how I go. If you're not around, you're being gossiped about. If you're not around, they making up shit. That's just how I go. That's how I go. I know the game over there. The foundation is cracked because the owner is cracked. Simple. So he brought her there to argue. We did the episode. The episode ended with basically, well, Kittie bucking up on her. Like, what's good? Tana, can we talk about this? Because ever since I started talking to my friends about things, like 18 months ago or so, they all say that this sounds like high school. I didn't go through stuff like this in high school. All of this is weird to me and foreign. I don't have drama in my life. I am happily married. I have 3 kids. I have the same friend group that I've had for at least 5 years. I be genuinely confused on what's going on with this situation. Kittie bucked up on 6, and I bucked up on 6, because what you're not going to do is sit here and disrespect an entire category of black women to me. No. No, thank you. No, thanks. So if you want to sit here and say such about fat women, and this about fat women, this about fat women, I'm going to hold you accountable for it. And that's what I did. I almost lost my job. Was what it was. It was fun and spicy. But that was the first time I really got to understand that dog really not cut like that. Like, he not really from the streets. He's not really cut. He not really about none of that. Meaning you don't know how real shit can get when you put people that don't like each other around each other intentionally. So then the situation with Hope and me, he kept trying to lead the conversation, and I kept saying, no, Hope owed me an apology. And I told you the only way I would talk to her on camera is if she apologized to me for trying to weaponize the trans community against me. I don't have any issue with anybody being trans, gay, whatever. I'm bisexual. I'm very much so open about that. When her and I kind of got into it, and it really wasn't us getting into it. When she got into it with me, she tried to weaponize being trans against me. So when he brought her onto the show, I'm like, oh, nigga, you messy. You trying to start stuff. Me and Hope like this now. Me and Hope cool. Me and Hope super good. Me and her done kicked it. We Gucci. Okay? Super Gucci. He wasn't counting on that. So the 6 situation happened a year or 2 ago. So bringing that up now, it's like, girl, you looking for clout. You're looking for clout at this point. You ain't had none of that energy, none of that, I knew we weren't gonna click. I didn't know anything about you, so I didn't know nothing about clicking. I still don't know anything about you besides the fact that you used to be a stripper in Florida, allegedly, and that you have a son. So so you avoid the conversations of baby mamas and this and that. That's all I know. I don't know too much of nothing else. And I don't care to know too much of nothing else. So that's the catch up about Six the Goddess. She's a pick-me. She wants to live in the red pill world. What's crazy about the women that are pick-me's in that red pill world is they wouldn't fit in with those men or be accepted by those men either. Those men talk about baby mamas and not liking them. Six, sorry, they don't like you. They talk about all kinds of stuff. All kinds of stuff. Who being thirsty? What I'm missing? I think I'm missing it. I really was like focused on the story. Okay, so anyways, if it's C again, let me tell so I can. Michael Williams. Okay. Is he still in here? Okay, if he pop back up, I'll block him. Cause y'all know we don't play like that. Okay, so that's the Six the Goddess tea. Hold on. That's the Six the Goddess tea. Good morning, Britt. Now let's go on to this story about old girl and her sitting there with two losers trying to be a victim. Number one, I walk 4 miles a day. Number one, saying that you're strategic while trying to be a victim is crazy work. We know you're strategic. You've been strategic against us. You've been strategic against me starting in March 2024. Don't worry, I'm going to expose that. But you've been strategic against Kittie since the beginning of you being at tonight's conversations. Okay? So for you to get online and say things like you're strategic and you had to sit with God for a little while and, you know, let God fight the battle and people are lying on you, it's absolutely insane. Because there's numerous people from your past that's come to tell us different things, but just don't want to speak out against you because they don't want to hurt your children. Specifically the men that you used to date who felt like they were helping to raise your children because you was out in the streets, allegedly. Kitty J. Rose comes to the front of the congregation, baby. You then said, oh, they do sit up and make up lies. You may not be doing it, but people are doing it, buddy. You then said, I seen two people that haven't talked to each other in 6 or 7 months get together and try to conspire against me. Why? Let's go number one. Number one. Why hadn't we talked in 6 or 7 months, Kitty? Why hadn't Kittie and I talked in 6 or 7 months? Because you are a liar and you helped defame my name, allegedly. Actually, you admitted to this. You said somebody told you something, so you took it and ran with it. Kittie had known me for nearly a year. The TC crew has known me for nearly 3 years. I wasn't given the respect. Yeah, she started to address the lie. Absolutely. I wasn't even given the respect to be talked to about this by my employer. She went and ran and said that I leaked Kittie's address, allegedly. I allegedly was stalking her and messaging her. Yes, absolutely. I've texted her 3 times. She ain't said nothing back because she's scary. She lied and said that I was stalking her, allegedly, messaging her from different pages. But leave it to Kita and Ashley, the assistant, I'm gonna get on her in a second. Leave it to Kita and Ashley. Kittie was watching my page every day. Kittie was watching every episode of Let's Rant About It, sending screenshots. Oh, she's talking about us. Oh, look at them. They don't like her. You've been trying to bring me down, to lift yourself up, literally for months now. So to sit here and say, oh, some girls that ain't talked in 6 or 7 months is trying to conspire against me. We ain't talked in 6 or 7 months because of you, Bookie Butt Butt. Mind you, I never got a call from Ace after she started these lies. I never got a call. I never got an explanation. There was never no, oh, here's a police report that she's made about you. There was nothing. There was nothing. It was just radio silence. Kittie says Ashley lied to her. Ashley says Kittie lied to her. I don't know who lied. All I know is they conspired with each other against me and lied. Yeah, his girlfriend used to work for the show, but they're not together anymore. She used to help at the card table and sell cards. So fast forward to, did y'all find out who actually did it? I personally don't believe anybody that we know did it. All of this happened when Nicki Minaj's fans were coming at Kita. I personally believe one of Nicki Minaj's fans did it, but it was just easy to blame me after I was already gone. Mind you, that had supposedly happened like 6 months prior. Ashley is my former assistant and friend. I've never met Ashley in person. We've been virtual friends for 5 years because of a group that I started called the Mom Gang, where I pretty much have have different moms from all around the country that I'm talking to and back and forth or whatever. We helping each other. We, had our babies around the same time, like 2019 to 2021, and we just all cool. So I've never met her in person. However, we used to talk and be cool or whatever. So when she used to complain about, me and Kita, yeah, we disconnected for a second because of the lies that they told her. I hadn't talked to her until last week. Once I talked to her last week, she asked Ashley, tell me the truth. And Ashley admitted that it was a lie. And it was, oh, we all owe Randy an apology. So, hold on, let me drink some water. So, why did Ashley go talking to them? No, I didn't leak it. I don't do drama at all. I would rather just fight. I don't do all that back and forth. I don't do all of that back and forth. I do not. I don't like drama. So, why did Ashley go over there? In July, when all of this was happening, end of June, early July, Ashley had a manic moment where she was going crazy. She called me during said manic moment and basically was like, can you talk, and was going off. This is the things that she did during her manic moment. She punched holes in walls. Her caption says, I was so taken aback last night. I honestly haven't let my emotions or a disagreement get me like this in years. Her and her husband got into it. Okay? I punched a hole in the wall because I let my emotions get the best of me. That's what's worse is realizing her daughter wasn't asleep in her room like we thought. I prayed so hard, so heavy to be released from that, from what I'm holding on to. I let things build up till I explode, and that's dangerous. I didn't grow up in a house where you talked about our problems. So doing it now and being completely vulnerable about everything I go through internally with my husband is hard. He doesn't always understand, and it makes me feel unheard. The truth is I'm heard, but in the moment, I'm just too emotional to accept what's being said. I know my hormones are out of balance because of postpartum, but that's no excuse. I have to do better because this isn't in alignment with who I'm called to be. She called me trying to, yeah, no, I'm talking about Kittie, but that was by Ashley, my old assistant. She called me trying to vent about that. One thing about me, I can't take yelling. You can't yell at me. You cannot yell at me. So as she's yelling, this is a Saturday night, as she's yelling, I said, hey, can we talk when you calm down? When people scream at me, my whole nervous system get weird. I get constipated for 3 days. I can't take it. Please do not yell at me, okay? So we'll talk about accountability in a second. So me telling her that I wasn't available set her off. I don't know if she told me and Kita that that's when Kittie reached out to her after seeing some posts on her page. She was upset with me because I made a status that said something in regards to me standing on my boundaries. And she felt like that status was about her, but it wasn't. That status was about my cousin, who I just recently disconnected from because of her gossiping about me. It was a lot going on at one time. So I had to sit for a second like, damn, bro, you're the only common denominator. What's really the issue here? And after 6 months of therapy and 6 months of sitting on it for a second and then all of this coming out, it turns out I just picked really shitty people to be around. Yeah, So she ran and told everything that I probably ever said about them while I was venting, and everybody blocked me. 3 weeks later, she calls me and says, 3 weeks later, she texts me. Ashley texts me. And she says, oh, I know that. But the friends that are my friends are my friends. I have the same friend group that I've had literally for at least 5 years. I started by saying that. These are people that I work with. So she texts me basically saying, hey, can we talk? I'm so confused on how her number came through because I got her blocked on everything. Hey, can we talk? I'm like, what's up? She said, I really want to call you. I can't text you about this. I said, all right. Now, mind you, I didn't already put 2 and 2 together because, like I said, I don't have drama in my life. When it started happening, I peeped what was going on. So, where I leave off? Oh, she called me. She said, hey, I just really got to get something off my chest. She was worked up, breathing heavy and stuff. I said, oh, you reached out to Kittie and Kita, huh? She said, yeah, and I just don't no need to even talk to me no more. Don't call my phone again. That was in August. That was in August of 2024. I didn't have no Pop-Tarts or Oreos last night. Pow! That was in August of 2024. So fast forward to January when Kita starts putting things together. Her and I talk. And she tells me that she was told that I leaked her address. And she like, you know, we all do crazy stuff, da-da-da-da, like let's just try to move past it, da-da-da. I said, no, bro, we're not moving past that because I didn't do it. I'm not going to take the blame for something that I didn't know. I didn't do. We're not doing that. I've been saying since July, hook me up to a lie detector test because I knew bitches was over there lying on me. If you follow me on IG, you know that because it's been in my story numerous times. Hook me up to a lie detector test. Why would Kita believe that so quickly? So that's a good question. But here we go. If you had somebody's former assistant who presented themselves as their best friend, was never my best friend. Really weird to say that. But you present yourself as my former best friend, and then you got the person, when you got the person that I was cool with on the show, coming together to say things, 2 people that I'm supposed to be cool with talking about me like that, they were. Ace has tried to break up me and Kita's friendship every single time he sees us getting too close. I can speak for that on ours. Whenever it's like, oh, they too cool, they too close, he plants seeds to rip us apart. That's why I said, honestly, I'm not upset with Kita for believing the story to begin with, because in real life, y'all should have never been making up stories about me to begin with. Y'all shouldn't. Y'all shouldn't. He loves to triangulate. He absolutely does. He absolutely does. But I didn't leave. Yes, I have an issue with Kittie. I'm suing Kittie and Ace. Quote me. I didn't leave because this was happening. I didn't know what was happening. All of this started happening after I announced my departure. That's the part where everybody got it confused. I didn't leave because of this. He stopped talking to me in the middle of an agreement and never told me what it was. So my employer just legit stopped speaking to me. No weapon formed against me shall prosper. Exactly. They might form, but they gonna get shut down. Yeah, it is. I don't know anything about Trip. Don't ask me shit about Trip. I don't know. The last straw for me was me being made to feel like an outsider on my birthday. We were in Dallas for my birthday this last year, and number one, Ace didn't pay me my full booking fee because what they did was we all got our contracts early on. We got our contracts like 2 days before we were supposed to actually be going into and getting stuff done. So that's shady as hell. But secondly, he changed the contracts. So when we first got our contracts, we all had all dates. And then that February, he said, oh, I'm making adjustments, and took all of us off of some dates. Well, some of us. So I was removed from some dates, but then was given the opportunity to come to said dates that I was removed from for half of my booking fee. How the fuck that makes sense? How that makes sense? So I was on the show on this date. You took me off the date, and then you add me back only to say you only gonna give me half of my booking fee? Huh? Bro, you're breaking the contract that we have. Yes, Kita is telling the truth about her trying to get me out. Yes, she's not lying. And I checked Ashley's ass this morning too, because initially she's all, I'm staying out of it. I'm staying out of it. I can't believe this. This is horrible. But in Kittie video, you texting her talking about how you staying out of it and you mute. Talking about how you staying out of it and you mute. Toss on my